You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Keep going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof, kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through with the strength.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken at the goal line.
Let's go.
Get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Scout game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Runs over him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And some room to run now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints, nothing. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first down 10. And they're on the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well,
this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down, here's Chubb again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And that play was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Saints at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me,
a good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But with the veterans who are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Cameron Jordan, truly the heart and soul of the Saints defense, had another memorable year in 2021. He crossed 100 sacks and made his 5th straight Pro Bowl.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a Heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A 10th carry for Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and they will take over first and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like The credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very happy. Hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Now a first down throw, complete downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll go option to the short side. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Third and long. It's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They begin on the ground with Kamara. 61 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The busy night continues for Kamara. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
2nd and 11. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Kamara is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, Kamara. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this time he is in. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. That's good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now. And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now back to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving. Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception. And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sidewalk. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off. And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. You know that old expression, it's not my night.
it hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Saints. First down.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On second down, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Down inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is going to be smothered in the backfield again as he ran into a wall there. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They run. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in. Nowhere close. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out. They have the big second half. And that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. There's a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week. defense still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Saints, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play